So how do we balance redox reactions that are disproportionate? In other words, how do we go from 2 compounds to 3 compounds? How do we balance that if it's a redox reaction in acidic solution? So the best way to do this is to follow that half reaction idea we talked about in the last lesson. But what you want to do is group the half reactions with which atoms they're producing. In this case, silver sulfide reacts to make silver solid and hydrogen sulfide. Okay, but chromium hydroxide is going to make this compound here, chromium tetroxide. So knowing this, we can make 2 half reactions. So our first half reaction will consist of our silver sulfide reacting to make silver and hydrogen sulfide. Okay, and then this side here is going to be chromium hydroxide. And that's gonna react to make chromium tetroxide. So notice for our silver sulfide going into this reaction, we go from 0 to -1 in our overall charge, right? That's not good. This is unbalanced, so how can we go ahead and balance it? Well, the first thing we should do is notice that we have a hydrogen on this side, but no hydrogen on this side. Now we could do this one of 2 ways. We could add water or we could add protons. And you're gonna notice that, notice how this side has oxygen, but this side doesn't. This means that we're gonna have to add hydrogen ions to this side, right? Because we don't have any room over here to add water. If we add water to this side, we have to add water to that side, and the waters will just cancel out. So water is not part of the equation here. It's only the proton. Now notice what the charge has become on this side. It's become +1. Okay, there's an imbalance here, so we have to balance it out. We can't just add, like, say, positrons here. That's not how chemistry works. We can't just say, okay, positron, positron, 2 positrons, and we simply go to +1. No, that's not how it works. Okay, we add electrons. So we have to go onto this side here and add electrons. So we can actually add 2 electrons, right? One will bring it to 0. Another one is going to bring it to -1. So this side is balanced, right? 2 electrons plus a hydrogen ion plus silver sulfide is going to make silver and hydrogen sulfide. And I forgot my plus, but I digress. Okay, so we balanced this side. Now let's balance the other side. So this one is going to be very tricky. So we go from a 0 charge to a -2 charge. And we have 3 oxygens here. So we have 3 oxygens and we have 3 hydroxides. On this side we have 4 oxygens and 0 H's. What am I doing? 0 H's. Okay, so let's think about how we should balance this quick. Okay, so I'll go out on a limb and I'm just gonna add water to the side. I'm gonna balance the oxygens first and see where we are. So let's go CrOH3 plus H2O. Okay, now our oxygens are balanced. How exactly do we balance the hydrogens? Well, we have 5 hydrogens on this side. So let's go ahead and add 5 hydrogens to this side. Okay, now let's dissect the charges here. So we go from 0 and -2 plus 5, that's gonna be 3 plus. So we have too many electrons we have 2, we're going from 0 to 3 here, a charge of 0 to a charge of 3, and we need to neutralize it. So how exactly do we go about that, right? Well, what counteracts a positive charge? That's going to be an electron. So we can add 3 electrons to this side, so plus 3e. Okay, so the equations look really good here. We go from 0 to 0, 0 to 0. Awesome. Okay, now let's balance the overall equation. So notice we have 2 electrons here, 3 electrons there. I see that their common factor is going to be 6. So I'm going to multiply our silver reaction by a factor of 3 to give us 6. So I'm going to say that 6 electrons plus 3 hydrogens plus 3 of the silver sulfide is going to yield 3 silvers and 3 hydrogen sulfides. Okay, so that's our first reaction there. Now we have to do the chromium hydroxide, and we can do that simply by, and we need to multiply. If that has 3 and we want to get it to 6 electrons, we have to multiply everything by 2. So this is chromium hydroxide with a coefficient of 2 plus 2 waters. It's going to yield 2 chromium tetroxides plus 10H plus 6E. Okay, take a look at the equation. Notice we can cancel out electrons. We can cancel out, we can cancel out some of the hydrogens. So that would be 7 on this side. We'll make the 7 H's. And now let's bring everything down. So we say that for every 2 chromium hydroxides plus 3 silver sulfides plus 2 waters, this will yield 3 silvers, 3 hydrogen sulfides, 2 chromium tetroxides, and 7 hydrogen ions. Okay, so sorry if the writing is like slanting at all. I'm a terrible writer. Anyways, that's the overall equation. That's how you balance disproportionate reactions. Again, you still make the half reactions, but you split them up among which atoms go where. Sometimes if they make some weird products, that can be a little more tricky. And if that's the case, you kind of just have to work it out and see what works. Sometimes chemistry doesn't have a simple answer. So, hope you guys enjoyed. Have a wonderful day.